Hi Moonies! Welcome back to my channel. Welcome. If you're new here, welcome to the Moonies squad. We like to talk about all things witchy. We like to talk about anime. We like to talk about animals. And we just love to have a good time. So if you guys are interested in joining the Moonies squad, definitely hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notification so that way you're not missing any of my content. And come join the Moonies squad. Definitely check out my short series. I have my witch tip series going on. I always post a video every week. So if you're interested in following along with low maintenance, beginner friendly witch tips, then definitely check that out along with my other content. Thank you guys so much for being here. I truly appreciate you all more than you will ever know. Every view, every like, every comment, every interaction means so much to me as a small time content creator trying to make this my full-time job. Trust me, you guys don't understand how much I love what I do and how much I love talking and connecting with people and teaching as well as learning. So thank you guys so much for being here. If you stumbled across this reading is for a message you might need to hear right now. This is a timeless message, so if you feel like the message doesn't resonate right now, that's totally fine. Take what leaves and leave what doesn't. If it's not your cup of tea, don't even worry about it. Check out my other content to see if something resonates with you. This might be the message for you, just might be the wrong time, and you know what? That is a-okay. But thank you for being here. So if you're unfamiliar with pick-a-cards, then I have here 3 piles with animal spirits reflected over them with specific messages. I would leave a timestamp down below on each pile from left to right, starting with Swan. We have the Swan spirit. Time for a deep dive. Then we have the buffalo spirit smack dab in the middle for the abundant universe will provide. And then we have none other than the wombat spirit at the end, be at home. So these are your 3 piles to pick from. This is a message, as I mentioned, that is timeless from the universe. So you will see this message whenever spirit feels called for you to see it. Definitely take a moment and pause on meditating on which pile you want to choose, or maybe you might have known immediately, but that's okay. I'm going to leave a timestamp down below of each pile, and then yeah, take the message as is, leave what doesn't resonate. Okay, thank you guys so much for being here. Hi Moonies. So if you picked pile number 1, the Swan spirit, which says time for a deep dive, we have here for you, we have the Page of Wands, the Devil in reverse, and we have the Hierophant. So this is an affirmation card. I'm going to leave it aside until we finish up the reading with the main cards, but don't forget, we're going to get to that, okay? Don't fret, don't worry. So here we have the Swan spirit. So first of all, let's talk about the Swan. The Swan spirit is really focusing on time for a deep dive, and it's a number 6 at the top. See, with numerology, you usually see that if it's not a master number like number 11, you break it down. So 6 plus 0, obviously it's 6, so it's a 6. Just in case if that number resonates for anybody, that's anybody's lucky number. 6 is definitely the energy of the reading that I'm getting. And if you're unfamiliar with like 666, 6 is a number in regards to reflection. It's time to wake up to your higher spiritual truth, which makes sense because if you see the Swan spirit is telling you time for a deep dive, indicating that there is change here. So a lot of the energy I got from this reading is that people are expecting change. People are wanting change. I'm hearing that somebody is wanting change in regards to their mundane life and are seeking for creative endeavors. So they're looking at new hobbies, maybe painting a home, maybe getting into paintings. I'm hearing oil paintings might be relevant for some of you that you've been thinking about, whether it's something you want to pursue as a hobby that would then become a side hustle or monetary like gain, just for a few bucks on the side, or if it's something you want to take full time. Definitely hearing that now is the time to really educate yourself and practice on your craft is what I'm hearing, because here we have the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is really focusing a lot on the energy of like, hey, you don't know how you're gonna get there, but you have the energy and the drive, and you know that's all you know that you have, because the Page of Wands is the energy of I'm learning something. It's the beginning of, it's kind of similar to the Fool energy, where you're not necessarily jumping in like with an entire leap of faith. Like the Page of Wands, it's kind of more like it's very focused. Like you have this specific idea, and I'm really hearing art. Somebody is definitely getting that art bug, or is already an artist, whether it's something that, like I said before, that you want to do full time, or you want to take it as like a side hustle where you just need a few bucks on the side. Because I am hearing the connection between monetary value to your art, but it's definitely coming loud and clear that for somebody or some people, whoever, is that the message is really loud for you and your art, that this is a green light for you to go and embrace the beauty of your art. And the Page of Wands is here to remind you that even though you don't have all the information that you do, you have the willpower, because this is a Wands card. Wands is fire energy, so it's Sagittarius, Leo, Aries energy. And it's funny because this video is going up during Sag season, so definitely it's giving that energy of the willpower, the creativity, the drive of wanting to give birth to something new. And then so here, I know a lot of people get scared with the Devil card, but the Devil card is not as bad as people say. If you have watched my major arcana videos, you definitely know that I talk about the major arcana, which is the Devil card is one of them, and the readings of how it comes up upright and reversal. But when you get the Devil card in reverse, and don't worry, all these decks are going to be linked down below in the description if you're interested in purchasing them. But the Devil card in reverse, it's telling you that somebody has a bad habit, a toxic trait, maybe even a toxic mindset. I'm hearing maybe even a possible toxic lover. Somebody definitely has a toxic habit and toxic things that are holding them back from reaching this full-time or happiness level with their art, okay? Whether it's imposter syndrome, I don't know. I really got, for somebody, this message might be the sign that they needed, but I'm really getting a toxic lover. Maybe you have a lover that isn't really seeing your dreams, is too much of a realistic to the point that they're becoming pessimistic and they're low-key being a hater. That energy is coming very much through with the Devil card in reverse. But for people that don't have that, it's also coming through of just overall the energy of breaking toxicity, breaking these toxic habits. With change, you need to leave something behind, whether that's as a person, a situation, a routine, a pattern, a mindset. You know, maybe somebody needs to go into therapy. You know, we have here the Hierophant, where the Hierophant is a really great indicator for seeking guidance, whether it's for a mentor, a boss, a elder, a friend that you know holds a lot of knowledge in the topic or in the field that you're looking for. The Hierophant, it's a reminder for you to seek that guidance, to seek that wisdom from a higher institution. And it doesn't have to be like somebody's like, oh my gosh, it's a professor, it's a boss, it's a teacher. Like, those people are definitely valid. Yeah, sure, if you want to seek, you know, if you feel like you're called to communicate with them. But just, I'm saying that it's not just for people in those situations. It could be somebody in like a religious group. It could be somebody, like I said, a mentor, an elder, a family friend that you really like, feel like has your back and looks out for your personal interests. But the Hierophant following the Devil in reverse is a combination that's reminding you is that, like, hey, you need to break out this toxic habit in order to achieve that goal, that change that you're looking for, that you want to deep dive into. But you need, like, it's not something that you can handle on your own, that you definitely are going to need some guidance with somebody to establish those goals and those boundaries for you. So with the Hierophant following the Devil in reverse, like, I'm sorry guys, but I'm getting really loudly that it's for somebody. This might be a specific message, but it's for a toxic lover, maybe even a toxic friend. I'm really getting a romantic energy that this person is being a hater, and maybe they're jealous of your success that they know will come if you put your all into your art. But it's giving evil eye. You might do a cleanse, and you might do an egg cleanse, and you might have to wear some obsidian around this person type of thing. But that's the energy that I have here with the main cards. And to overall end this reading, I have here your affirmation card is Celine. Bring light into somebody's dark sky. First of all, look how beautiful this card is. Okay? Look how gorgeous that is. but bring light into somebody's dark sky. You know, this card is giving the energy of like, yes, bring light into literally somebody else's dark sky, but remember, you are somebody. So even if that means, if the message is for you to do it for your own self, where you have been in this run, in this really dark mindset where you haven't been performing the best, you've been feeling like crap, imposter syndrome is what I'm hearing, just remind yourself that you are somebody. You are somebody. Whether you are somebody to somebody else doesn't really matter. You are somebody to yourself. Nobody's going to root harder for you than you. And you are the longest relationship that you are ever going to have. So don't forget to prioritize the relationship you have with you. And by bringing light into somebody's dark sky, it could be maybe you're doing something that heals your inner child. You know, maybe you want to get a coloring book and some nice, awesome, aesthetically pleasing pens that may be a little bit overpriced. You know, make smart financial decisions, but you know, do things that make you feel good. You know, you don't have to wait for the holiday. You don't have to wait until a specific event or something, or like a certain part of your routine in a day that you feel like is sucking the joy out of your life, but you're just like, okay, well, maybe I should do this, or maybe I can only do this if I do this, like kind of as if a reward point system. Don't do that. If you feel like you want to freaking do it and it's gonna make you feel good and it's gonna literally keep you sane, then freaking do it, okay? You know, one of my things personally, it's that I am a big coffee drinker. So sometimes in the morning I get up and I drink coffee before I even drink water. And then there are times where I'm just like, you know what, my imposter syndrome is coming in really deep, where I'm like, you know what, I don't deserve a coffee today because I need to go and do X, Y, and Z. Yeah, F that noise. I'm working on that for myself, but I wanted to explain and share because, you know, maybe somebody is like that too, where you feel like you have to do a reward system with yourself, where you're just like, oh, I don't deserve this until I do this, or I don't deserve this until I accomplish that, or I don't deserve this, whatever. If it makes you feel freaking good, go and do it, okay? I want you to do it. I want you to go and thrive, and I want you to enjoy the smallest things in this mundane world that give you joy. Because if it gives you joy and it makes you safe and it makes you happy and it's just giving you a boost of serotonin, please go do it. You deserve it. You deserve a life where you are happy and you are safe. I don't know who needed to hear that little rant and tangent. I'm sorry, but it was the energy that I was getting, and you know, my eyes are like watering. Maybe it was a message for myself. Maybe that's why I feel like sharing. But I wholeheartedly want you, pile number one, to remember that you are somebody, even if it's just to yourself. And you know what? That's okay. So thank you so much, pile number one, for watching this video. Thank you so much for sticking around. If you made it this far, definitely keep watching if you feel like you want to get some other messages from the other two piles. But definitely, if this video resonated with you and you feel like you heard what you needed to hear, or something really like hit home, please just drop a comment down below, drop a swan emoji, and drop whatever it is that you feel like explaining and sharing if you would like to. It truly means so much more than you will ever know. But thank you so much, pile number one, and I hope you have a great day, and I hope to see you in other videos. Bye. Hi Moonies, welcome back. If you have chosen pile number two, the Buffalo Spirit, then this is for you. The Buffalo Spirit we have here says, the abundant universe will provide. Look how beautiful that card is. Don't worry, all decks will be listed down below. So we have the Buffalo Spirit. If some people are big on numbers, such as I, because I catch a lot of synchronicities, but the Buffalo Spirit, it's a number 10. Hopefully you can see that with the camera not focusing because the ring light, I guess, is too bright. Sorry, it's like getting super dark by me. I live in Pennsylvania, so it's like constantly when I'm recording videos and content, the lights I always have to play with, because sometimes the lighting in the house comes through really nicely and then sometimes it doesn't. But then sometimes there's still enough light where it mixes with the tripod light, and it just, it's a lot. It's a lot. But anyway, so the only reason why I bring up numbers, because like I said, I'm a big numerology and synchronicity person. So I always talk about numbers on cards if they pop up. The Buffalo Spirit is a 10, and if you're familiar with numerology, if it's not, then a master number like the number 11 or 21, you break it down. So 1 plus 0, reality is 1, and 1 is a card about intuition, trust your gut, listen to your heart type of thing. It's a very in tune card with like, okay, you know something, you believe in something. So you might be, 1 might be somebody's lucky number. People might be seeing 111 a lot, maybe even 1111 as well, catching that time, seeing it on license plates, seeing it on billboards, phone numbers, whatever the case is, but that number might be significant for some people. Now let's get into the reading. So I'm gonna set aside these beige cards because these are affirmation cards at the end. And fun fact, pile number 2, your pile actually had a whole bunch of affirmation cards jump out. So that's definitely very, very interesting. I can't wait to look at them and see what they are. But so starting off your reading, pile number 1, we have here the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is a great indicator in regards to this abundance that the Buffalo Spirit was talking about, followed with the King of Swords. So it looks like somebody's definitely having a moment where change is coming, and it's happening actually really fast. And I feel like you're getting that mindset of like, too good to be true, stop. That was a very specific message for somebody. It came through very clearly and very loudly. Stop that. You are allowed to be happy. You are allowed to have good things, and good things are allowed to happen to you, and they are supposed to happen to you. I don't know if that's somebody's affirmation that they need to tell themselves, they need to write it down, they need to look in the mirror and repeat themselves, but that message came very loud and clear and fast. Ooh, goosebumps. So confirmation from Spirit, definitely you need to stop getting in your own way of imposter syndrome, because look at this. You have the Buffalo Spirit, the abundant universe will provide. Then you have the Ace of Cups followed with the King of Swords. Like great cards right here to indicate that that change is happening, and it's coming very rapidly, but it's change. It's good change. It's the change that you probably have been asking about, the change that you've been manifesting, you know. Ace of Cups is a great card to remind you that, okay, look, you are going to enjoy whatever is in this cup. You are going to live it up, baby. Okay? Ace of Cups is reminding you is that you have the potential to really show up for something that you genuinely want, and you should do it. And Spirit is highly advising you here with the King of Swords to not only show up and try your best, but it knows you're gonna kill it. It knows you're just gonna be out here. You're gonna win. Look at him, King of Swords. You know, he got his back full with swords. He got a crown on his head. He's standing real tall and rigid, like he know what the F he talking about, okay? The King of Swords is a great authoritative figure as well. It's somebody that knows their ish, and they're gonna communicate it, and you can't gaslight them or nothing. And you know who that person is? That person is you, baby, okay? So the Ace of Cups and the King of Swords here is really giving that energy of somebody. You are getting this change that you have desperately wanted, and you are going to kill this role. You're going to conform to this role so fast. I'm really hearing it in regards to a job. I feel like people are not really focusing on changing jobs right now because of how bad the economy is, and you know how tense it is with people living the way they are in regards to finances. Like I said, everything to the economy, but I'm really getting the energy and the messages coming through very loudly that this is for somebody in regards to transitioning jobs. Maybe you have been unemployed for a while. Maybe you have been stuck at a part-time job. Maybe you've been stuck at a toxic job that you're just like, I need to get out of here, but you're not in that mind space of like, I'm desperate for something else. You're just like, no, I need to get out of here, but I'm looking for something that's genuine, something better, whether it's pay, whether it's work environment, whether it's work-life balance, whether it's team, whether it's benefits. Like, excuse me, you're not settling for something else, you're settling for something great, and that's what you're looking for. So great vibes all around. I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you. And then here we have the Ten of Swords. So the Ten of Swords here, it's a bunny getting stabbed. And I know you're just like, wait, what? What's that depiction? What's that energy? So the Ten of Swords here, I'm really getting this energy is that the Ten of Swords compared to the Ace of Cups and the King of Swords, it's reminding you though, is don't let yourself get pushed around. This is giving, don't let people boss you around. Don't let people push you around. Don't let people talk to you any kind of way. Like I said, I'm really getting the energy of this being a job, whether it's a new job or a new promotion at your current job. Whatever the case is, there is definitely a rapid change and a shift coming. So you're not going to be where you were at a month ago for sure within the upcoming month or two. But don't let people like get you twisted, okay? The Ten of Swords is reminding you that, like, hey, somebody's gonna come at you with some ish. It might be betrayal, it might be people spreading rumors about you, it might be people just not making you feel like you're a part of the team, that you feel like you have, that are making you feel like you don't have a spot on the team. Yeah, F that. But this is definitely a sign that's letting you know that with this change, you know what they say, new levels, new devils, right? So with this change, it's definitely gonna be some pushback because people are gonna hate. Haters are everywhere, and with the Ten of Swords specifically, it's giving that energy where it's coming out of left field, meaning that it's very sudden and it wasn't expected. So it might be a family member, I'm hearing. It might be somebody that you thought you were really close with at work, maybe, possibly, but I'm hearing family or close friends specifically. Could possibly be a lover, but I'm not getting that energy really clearly. It's definitely somebody really, really close to you. Somebody, like I said, family came through really loudly. It could also be a close friend that maybe you perceived as family, but then they rock your world and they're like, actually, I don't F with you like that. But for sure, with this upcoming energy, like I said, new levels, new devils is what's coming through. Don't let these people get you twisted. Don't let these people rile you up. Like, when people try to come at you and put you in your Ten of Swords, come back to your King of Swords. Be like, you got the right one. You got the right one, honey bunny. So definitely that's the energy that's coming through here. Like I said, amazing opportunity for change. That change that you have desperately wanted, have been manifesting, is definitely coming for you. But at the same time, keep in mind, new levels, new devils. Stand 10 toes strong, baby. You got this. Now, with your affirmation cards, like I said earlier, your pile, the buffalo came through. He was like, we are abundant, baby, okay? So he dropped not one, not two, but 3 cards of affirmations for you, okay? So we have here, cast a circle. Healthy boundaries are crucial for growth. Baby, wasn't we just not talking about that? That I said, don't let these people get you effed up. Don't let them come at you. And look at that. It's a sword, baby. Do you see that? Do you see that? It's a sword. Like, beautiful. Swords is coming real loudly in this reading. If you're unfamiliar with swords energy, swords are actually air energy. So that's zodiac signs Gemini. We just had a full moon in Gemini too on Monday. But Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra, air signs, they're quick with the tongue, they're quick, they're intellectuals, they're smart. And then on the flip side, if they're uninvolved and they're toxic, they can be real nasty, real petty, and real, like, invasive. So definitely just, not saying that that's the zodiac sign of people in your life or whatever, or you, but it could possibly, but it's not something that it was a really key takeaway from this reading. It's just the energy. We like to focus on the positive characteristics and the actual characters of the zodiac signs and what they stand for versus toxic social media stuff. But as just a clear indicator that stood out to me was that, you had so many swords in your reading, and a sword popped up again on your affirmation card. So we have here, once again, cast a circle. Healthy boundaries are crucial for growth. New levels, new devils. Keep them boundaries strong, keep them tight, and let people know that you are not the one or the two, baby. We have here spells and rituals. Bring magic and self-care together. So I see this a lot too with change, where people are like, oh, I move into a new situation and I don't want to change myself. I don't want to change anything. I'm just gonna smoothly transition into this situation that's already entirely changing. With that, you're gonna have to really focus on your spiritual hygiene is what I'm getting here. You are transitioning into something new that's going to demand a lot from you emotionally, for sure. Might be physically. Like I said, I'm really getting the energy of this being a job, but it could also be like for anything. Like I mentioned before, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But this change, whatever the case is that you're gonna, like, your routine is going to change and it's going to affect your body. It takes 30 days to build a habit, whether that kind of way down is physical, mental, emotional. know, definitely don't forget to take the time to do your own hygiene. Cleanse yourself frequently, you know, do spells, do rituals. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok, you know, shameless plug if you're interested on learning low maintenance witch tips. You know, like sometimes you want that, you just feel like you need a cleanse, and you know you need a cleanse, but at the same time you don't have the energy to do a whole, you know, hocus pocus setup, and that's okay. But definitely with change, you always want to remember that you are transitioning to a new period. A new period comes new prosperities, new opportunities, new insights, new knowledge, but also, as I mentioned again, new levels, new devils, baby. You gotta cleanse himself from all of them, BITCHs. So just keep that in mind. You're gonna hear a really reminder that, a really loud and clear reminder, should I say, because not only did you get this spells and rituals again, and then cast a circle, fallen after the 10 of Swords, feel like your reading here is, it's really coming at you that this success is going to be great, and it's going to be really, really different, and people are not going to expect it, honestly, from you, for it to happen to you, much like at the rate that it is, or that it's going to, but still, you have to protect yourself. And then lastly, we have the card No. No literally says sleep on it. Sleep on it. So, you know, these yes or no cards, they come really loudly and they come quickly, and they're just like, for if you're asking a question that's like yes, no, or maybe so, the no card is definitely like your answer. But Moonies, thank you guys so much for coming here and watching this pile number 2. I hope you came and found the sign that you were looking for. I hope you came and you found the energy that you were looking for. I really do hope that the energy that you were looking for answered your questions, or you felt it, you got the confirmation that you needed. Like I said, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. It is of no consequence to me. My job here is just to be a spiritual messenger for people asking specific questions that come across my energy. I'm here to express myself and express my connection. So if you guys definitely feel like you learned and you got the energy and you got the confirmation, or you just feel like this is the message you needed to hear when you heard it, drop, I don't think that's a buffalo emoji, but drop a brown heart emoji. Oh, drop a feather, actually, since he has 2 feathers. But drop a feather emoji or a brown heart, whatever the case is, and say whatever it is you have to say. You know, whether it's something that you just want to get off your chest, then definitely go ahead and say it, baby. You know, just remember to be kind and respectful to yourself and to other people on this channel, because this is a safe space. So if you guys are interested in coming back, definitely, like I said, check out my Instagram, check out my TikTok. I'm on Mooney Metaphysical on all platforms. And yeah, join the Mooney Squad. So thank you guys so much. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye. Alright, welcome pile number 3. If you chose the Wombat Spirit where it says be at home, then this reading is for you. Like I said at the beginning, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. It is of no consequence to me. You are here to listen to the message that is meant for you, so no worries. Now, as I mentioned in my other piles and as well, I'm really big on numerology. I work with a lot of numerology, numbers, and synchronicities in my real life, so I always look at the numbers on cards if they are represented or put on there. We have here the Wombat Spirit be at home, and it's this card. If the camera would be so kind as to focus, please. We have, man, the camera today is just being a real life hater. There we go, a little bit there, but we have the number 68, and if I am counting right with my fingers, 68 is 15. No, it's 14. Definitely wrong, it's 14. But either way, 14, you gotta break it down even more because it's not a master number. So 1 plus 4 equals 5, and 5 is change. Something new is coming. So just in case if number 5 might be a specific number for somebody, it might be somebody's lucky number. They might have been seeing a lot of 555s, you know, maybe even a lot of 15s. But just to put that out there, we have Wombat Spirit be at home. So now let's get into the reading. I have here some affirmation cards, which are the cards at the bottom that I'm just going to set aside, and then we can look at those at the end. But here, to begin the tarot reading, I have 10 of Cups. I have the Justice card, and then I have 8 of Wands. Ooh, okay, this is interesting. It's fun, no problem. Not that it's any issue, but I was just saying that, like, it's just, you know, sometimes when you say interesting, some people are like, oh, what does that mean? What do you mean interesting? But either way, so we have here, starting off with the 10 of Cups. So I'm getting the energy that somebody definitely is in the honeymoon phase. Somebody definitely is with their boo thing, is thinking about moving in with their boo thing, and they already live with their boo thing. Seems like romance is really up in the air right now. It's a priority. You know, people might be feeling really sensual. You know, people might really like being at home, baking home cooked meals, baking yummy foods, making at home coffees. You know, 10 of Cups is really giving that energy of like, you know, it's cute, it's fun, partnership, romance, and all that yummy stuff, you know, where I can pour from my cup and I can pour from yours, you know. It's a really great sign, you know. Maybe because it's the holiday, some people feel like they're in that extra lovey-dovey phase. But, you know, the 10 of Cups is a great indicator that, you know, partnerships are good. Partnerships are aligned, you know, and that's awesome. Because you want your partnerships to be aligned and stuff like that. So, and then following the 10 of Cups, we have the Justice card. So we have Justice here. It's giving that, you know, somebody is thinking about taking this next step with this person. Somebody, I'm hearing maybe people possibly getting engaged. Somebody might be taking the next step and possibly purchasing a home with another person. It's definitely giving that this relationship, this partnership is going to the next step. It's giving that there is a seriousness that's going to result from this honeymoon phase, that's going to elevate this relationship and this current way of living. Some people, you know, if you're single and you feel like this message doesn't resonate with you, and that's totally fine. It's just the energy of maybe you are giving that love to yourself. Maybe you're having that love with your family and your friends, and you're just living that life, and it's a-okay if you feel like this doesn't resonate with you. I just want to put that out there. Well, because sometimes some people come into readings and they're not really specific about readings, stating that, oh, this is a love reading specifically, or something like that. It's just the energy that's coming through. Like I said, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and it's a-okay, so don't worry. But then we have here the 8 of Wands. So the 8 of Wands is also a great sign of alignment. The 8 of Wands is also indicating that, that there is an energy here of moving forward, and there's definitely change. So overall, with this energy, it's honestly awesome. I'm getting downloads in the energy that this is a great time for people to really put in the work and put in the actual actions on things that they expect out of their partnerships for the new year. Like, what's the next step? It's definitely giving that you're not coming with me into the new year, then definitely you're getting left behind in all forms, you know. And I love that because it's not in a toxic way. It's really healthy. It's giving the energy of, you know, people are in the honeymoon phase. People are really in a good place, you know. And this could look different for many other people. This could be like that people are looking like they're in a good place financially. People are looking like they're in a good place mentally after such a long time. Maybe even looking in a good place emotionally, whether it's themselves or together. Maybe even sexually, you know. I'm hearing some people might want to get kinky in the bedroom, and that's okay. But it's just, this is giving the energy overall, the reading of the 10 of Cups, the Justice, and the 8 of Wands. Collectively, it's giving that energy of that not much is there. This is not a time for things to be searched for outside, because things are good at home. So people want to stay home. People want to be present at home. So it could be something where people are finding their energy. I'm getting here that maybe somebody might like to read books too, you know, where you're having that time for yourself, where you're being able to rejuvenate, so that way you can show up as the best version of yourself in your partnerships. And that's honestly awesome. There is definitely a change coming, like I said here, but it's not like a change in this. I'm not getting the energy of a change of like the consequence of something that needs to be done. It's more so the change of the consequence of things that are already happening. But it's like I said, it's given a great vibe and the energy of of moving in a great direction. You have the Eight of Wands with the Justice card, and I think it's interesting that they followed each other back like this, because you have the Justice, which is like law and legalities and just taking things to the official next step, you know, taking that to the government courthouse type of thing. And then the Eight of Wands is like, yes, this change is happening, this change is giving a lot of energy, you know. 8 is infinite, you know, equal on both sides. So overall, amazing energy. Now we have here, oh, I love this. I freaking love this, but I'm gonna flip the other card as well. So we have here, we have the Sun card, find a balance, and then Sekme, I definitely butcher that, but I find it so interesting because look, we have the Sun card, the actual Sun card, and then we have here a lady sitting on top of a lion, and the lion is the sign that's associated with the sun. So definitely, I love looking at details like that, because everything, I'm the type of person that everything has a meaning. And I'm personally a huge reader myself, so I'm like, everything has a meaning, that has a clue, something's gonna happen. But so you have here the Sun card where it says find a balance, and Sekme where it's courage, truth, and shadow work. So going back to the energy that I was saying, that, you know, you're in a good place, whoever this is in a good place, to the point that you want to sustain it. As you should. Totally fine, totally normal to want to sustain that. But it's awesome because it's giving the energy with the Sun card. The sun is rejuvenation. You know, the sun is it's the first beacon of energy that we come across as living beings. And so finding a balance is great, because you can't pour from an empty cup. So if you're feeling the best of yourself and you are in a really good place, that's going to reflect not only in the way you present yourself and how you feel for yourself, but in your relationships. And you know, you can't get too much into a relationship where you lose yourself, because then that goes into a habit of codependency. You have to break that habit. That's what I'm hearing. That was a very specific message for somebody, is to break that codependent habit with that significant other. And then here we have Sekme, which is courage, truth, and shadow work. You know, part of being like, people often get scared of the word shadow work. People think that that's just like, oh no, you know, you're enabling your toxic patterns, you're enabling your toxic mindset and X, Y, and Z. But in reality, shadow work is the stuff that you know that you're not healed from. You know that it's your quirks that don't put you in the best situations, don't make you feel as good as you should feel, don't put you with the correct people, you know. But it takes a lot of courage to approach shadow work. A lot of people don't want to go to therapy or do any type of healing work because they're scared of what the truth is going to come out. Literally, like, talking in circles here, basically what this card is saying, courage, truth, and shadow work. But they all really go hand in hand. It's like, by accepting the reality of a situation, your truth, and by having the courage to approach knowing that this is not the best of me, this is not the best version for myself, it's not the best version for my loved ones and how I want to show up, and I want to work on myself and I want to do shadow work, is the only way that you're actually going to move forward in life. You know, that's the only way that you're going to ascend to your higher self. So with your affirmation cards being Sun and Sekme, I'm not really familiar what Sekme is. Correct me if I definitely know I'm mispronouncing that, but definitely correct me in the comments below. But it's giving the energy of like, yes, you are in a good place and you want to work hard and preserve this greatness that you are currently in, and that's okay. Just remember to find balance and do that work that you need to do in order to sustain it. You know, moments of happiness and feeling confident and content and happy and joyful shouldn't be fleeting moments in your life. You are allowed to be happy, you are allowed to feel safe. And so taking the actual and productive efforts to maintain that for yourself and for other people, and having those boundaries and requesting that from other people, is going to be amazing. So definitely, I love this for you, pile number 3, because this overall energy is really like, it's really wholesome. I love that it's the Wombat spirit as well, where it's like, be at home, because a lot of time people that are having issues at home or having issues with themselves mentally, they're like, I don't want to be home because they don't want to be alone with their thoughts or their emotions. But the Wombat spirit is really calling us to be at home, to enjoy where we are in the moment, so that way we can take active efforts to progress and move forward and be the people that we want to be, experience the life that we want to experience. And having that being reflected as well with your partnerships it's just the best thing that can ever happen, because you cannot survive in this world without help. Maybe you might not want to do it romantically, even though I feel like a lot of inclinations in this reading that I got were romantic inclinations. However, they'll take it however it is a process and however you feel, but you cannot survive in this world without help. So even having a roommate, or being close with your siblings, your family, your friends, having a pet, you know, and having people that maybe not live with you but come over constantly, where you just feel safe with them in your home and you appreciate when they are in your home. It's a great feeling, you know, people that you can count on, people that have your back. So overall, I love this for you, pile number 3. If this resonates with you, definitely, I don't think there's a wombat emoji, but definitely just drop a sun emoji if this resonates with you. If this resonates with you, definitely drop a sun emoji and just express any comments or feelings that you may have. But I truly appreciate every last comment and like and everything else. So thank you guys so much for coming and joining me with this reading today. Like I said, I hope this resonates. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't, though, and don't feel anything about it. I definitely appreciate if you would like and subscribe and comment to this video and share it if anything. But definitely, I can't wait to see you guys here again on Friday for a themed card reading. So if you're interested in that, it will come across your feed whenever it is. But I love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much.